next generation of consoles is upon us. Hey there broskies, it's Lupus, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the next generation consoles and how they are a week away. The PlayStation 4 is coming out in 4 days, and the Xbox One is coming out in 11 days, and I personally am extremely pumped for this. Finally, all of us on console are going to get a PC experience on consoles, and I feel like this is going to close the gap between consoles and PCs for the next few years, and it's going to be a really awesome thing. And I wanted to go over a few things. First off, I wanted to go back in time and kind of think about my reactions whenever I first heard about the next generation consoles, and then I want to look at what's happening right now, what this means is going to happen, and then I want to look towards the future, what will end up happening with this next generation consoles. So first off, whenever I look back in time, it was approximately a year ago when I initially heard about the next generation consoles, and I was kind of a little nervous about this because I had just recently, about 2 years before that, bought a brand new Xbox 360 because my other one didn't have very much hard drive space, so I bought the Modern Warfare 3 edition one. And I know, don't sue me for buying that one, but the main reason I bought it was because it had a 320 gigabyte hard drive, which I really liked. I thought that was going to be awesome. I wasn't going to have to worry about space issues, and I felt like the next generation consoles coming out so soon, I felt like I had wasted money buying a console just a few years before. But looking back on it now, I feel like I feel like I understand why I was scared. I mean, it made sense, but as I started to see the Battlefield 4 gameplay, I thought it looked so beautiful, it looked so amazing. They started showing us some next generation capabilities. They started telling us how it was going to look like PC. And at first, I really didn't notice much difference between Battlefield 3 on the PC and Battlefield 3 on my console. I thought it looked very similar, and I didn't notice much of a difference. But I think when I initially noticed the differences on current gen consoles compared to PC was whenever I played the beta, because I'd been fed all this gameplay of PC Battlefield 4 ultra resolution. I saw all this gameplay of that, and I thought it was going to look so amazing on the current gen consoles. And then I got it on current gen consoles, and I wasn't really disappointed with the game, but I was kind of disappointed on the graphics. Not because I thought it looked bad, because for this generation console it looks good, but I was just kind of disappointed because I was expecting more, because I had been shown more than that. And I think that was when I initially realized what the next generation consoles meant, what it actually would entail, what we would end up seeing when they came out. And even whenever I pre-ordered my next generation console several months ago, I didn't really grasp the full importance of what this meant. And now, seeing as the next generation consoles are upon us and looking at it right now, what does this mean? It means that we're going to be getting a really good looking Battlefield 4. It means that we're going to get a lot of really good looking games such as Watch Dogs, Titanfall, Killzone, Destiny, Battlefield 4, not Call of Duty, not Call of Duty. That is not a true next generation game. But other than that, all of the other games are going to look so awesome, and they're going to look very, very, very similar to PC. Now, they're not going to be anything close to a $2,000 PC build that can play on ultra resolution with 200 frames per second, but it's definitely going to be something awesome, playing at medium to high resolution compared to PC, and 60 frames per second. This is going to be really, really awesome, and I am super excited for this because we're finally going to get that PC feel on a console, and it's going to be something really awesome that we've never before had, and bringing that to the table is going to just close that gap between consoles and PCs. It's only going to be temporary, because in maybe 2 to 3 years from now, the PCs are probably going to end up improving, and they're going to end up looking better, and the gap is going to gradually increase until 4 years after that, and then we're probably going to get another next generation console. But for the time being, this is going to be something really awesome, and I'm going to dwell in this. I'm going to enjoy myself on this next generation consoles because it's definitely going to be something really awesome. Now I wanted to look into the future. What does this mean will end up happening in the future? We're looking at all these games right now that are coming out on next generation consoles, and we think they look so good and that they're looking like PC. But a lot of people are saying in the next year, PC is going to excel and zoom past consoles, but to be honest, I don't really think that's going to happen, because the way the consoles are built, they're built to be molded. They are built with PC parts, but they're not built with standard PC parts. That's why all the PC parts that you see in current and next generation consoles, you can't really find an exact copy of it for a real PC, because they make custom ones. And the reason why is because it makes the games moldable. The people who are developing the game can actually mold the way the internals work and make it look as good as possible. So we may have brilliant looking games right now, but in the next 1, 2, 3 years, we're going to end up having so much better looking games that it's going to be ridiculous. To give you guys an example, if we look at the last generation console, when it first came out, the Xbox, we had Halo 3. Halo 3 looked awesome. At the time when it originally came out, everybody thought that it looked so real. Everybody thought that it looked just amazing, that it was a really good graphic game. And when we look back at it now, it doesn't really look that great. And I want to compare it to a really recent game that came out earlier this year, Crysis 3. Crysis 3 has got to be the best looking game on current gen consoles that I've ever seen. It's so good looking. It's just amazing what they were able to do with the same exact hardware that was used to make Halo 3. If you compare those games side by side, it's ridiculous the changes that what happened. So if you look at the differences between that and you take Battlefield 4 and put that in the place of Halo 3, and then think about a game that could come out that is just as different as Crysis 3 was from Halo 3, it's going to be ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time this generation of console ends, we're going to end up having games that look basically like CGI, and it's going to look extremely good. And sure, eventually the graphics are going to look even better. We're going to have games that look like real life, that there's just going to be no differences between it and real life. That's how ridiculous it's going to be in the future. But for the time being, having games that look like CGI graphics in the next couple years, that's going to be really awesome, and I'm extremely excited for that. So for that fact, I think the next generation consoles is going to be amazing, and it's not just going to be something that's going to last for the next 1 2 years and then it's going to be kind of like PC is better. I think this is actually going to be a challenge for PC. I think it's going to be pretty much on par with PC for the next several years, and I'm really excited for this because I know that not every PC player is like that, because I have some friends who are probably going to end up watching this video who play PC, and I love you guys, and you guys are awesome, but to be honest, the next generation consoles are going to be just as good as PC. Maybe not as good as a super expensive one, but as good as the average PC that 90% of PC players would have. It's going to look just as good as that, and it's going to be really awesome. And all those PC elitists, now I'm not saying any of these other guys are PC elitists, but anybody who is a PC elitist who just shuts out the idea of consoles, those people, when the next generation consoles are going to come out, they're going to go and crawl back under their rock, and then they're going to wait 6 years or so, come back out of their rock, come out from underneath the bridge, start giving us the riddles like the trolls that they are, and they're going to end up start doing it again. But for the next several years, we're going to have a pretty close gap between the next generation consoles and the PCs. It's going to be really awesome, and I'm really excited just because I'm going to be able to have that console feel of just sitting back, relaxing with a controller in my hand, a headset on my head, and at the same time have the graphics of a PC. And overall, I'm extremely excited for this, guys. I'm going to be getting my Xbox One the day one that it comes out, and I'm really excited to get you guys some gameplay. I'm going to get you guys a lot of videos out there. I hope you guys have been enjoying my weapon reviews. I'd like to thank you guys for helping me get that to 1,000 views on my first one, and my second one is already at 250 views, and I uploaded it yesterday, and I know you guys are enjoying that. Thank you guys for supporting that. I'm going to try and upload more during the week than I have been, because I only uploaded once a week these past 2 weeks, and I'm going to try and upload 2 to 3 a week, hopefully, so I can actually get most of the weapons reviewed in a pretty decent amount of time. But thank you guys so much for the support. I'm about to reach 2,000 subscribers, and I have so much to thank you guys for, and I'd like to apologize for not being able to upload this past week. I have been extremely busy and stuff, but I'm going to fix that. I'm going to start uploading more, and you guys can definitely look forward to more great content from me. But anyways, guys, that is all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section down below, but as always, this has been Lupus, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.